Hey traders, Shane from GT Futures and FX. Well, I'm going to take you through one of our strategies, B10. Now this system is a breakout system trading on gold. It's on a 5-minute chart, and I want to show you what happens when a system hits a point where it needs to be turned off, and how we get back into a strategy. So obviously every system that we trade at some point will hit a circuit breaker. Even strategies like coffee that are making really good money, and the S&P, some of the ES strategies we've got are flying along. There's a number of systems that are really doing very well, but every system has a drawdown. So that's the reality of trading, and what we need to do is have a plan or a strategy for managing the drawdown. So the way we do that is to basically have what we call a circuit breaker. So that strategy applies for us across every system that we trade. So I'm going to show you now how we do that. So basically we're looking at a chart here, or an equity curve on the gold strategy. This is our B10. You can see there it had a little bit of a rough start, but obviously onwards and upwards, and it came to around about the 24th of June, and that was its equity high, and then it just went into a nice drawdown there. So prior to that though, our system had a maximum drawdown of around about $900. So peak to valley. Now what we decided when we set this system up prior to this sustained drawdown is that we would have our system turn off around that $900 mark. So let's have, or it was around about 1,040 actually. So let's have a look at how we set that up and what happens when our system hits this series of losing trades, and where we turn the system on and how we get back into the strategy. That's the most important thing as well. So if we bring up our portfolio manager, we'll bring up our spreadsheet here where we track our trades in TradeStation, because every time you change your strategy or modify your strategy in TradeStation, you've actually got to have details and history of that past data, otherwise your previous data will get changed as well. So you can see here that the results here mimic what's happened on our equity curve. Bit of a drawdown initially, then we had a good steady run. Our previous maximum drawdown, so the previous max drawdown was around about 1,040. So we decided that that would be our circuit breaker at 1,000, or around about 1,040 or $1,000. That would be where we would turn the system off. So we have a maximum risk on this system of $260, and if you look at the obviously the risk here, if we have 4 potential full losing trades, then we're going to turn our system off. Now you can see there that the most recent drawdown has been about $1,280. So we've exceeded this 1,040, so our system was off. So if you have a look at the trade by trade information on our R multiple, so this is measuring the losses in our account to there's our circuit breaker, and we basically call our losses multiples of risk. So a -1R is equal to, if we have a look at our initial stop, we've already decided that our initial stop was $260. One full losing trade is -1R, so -260. So if we have -4R as a cumulative value in our losses, then we're basically going to get a cut off on our system. So you can see that that's occurred here. We have -4R and our system turns off, and then basically point when the system starts making money and it goes back above that -4R, then we're back into and trading. So we just have a value in our system that takes us out of basically the strategy when it has a certain number of losing trades, or a cumulative value of losing trades, and that was 1,040. So at that point we're turning the system back on and we're back trading. So it was only a short period that we had the system off. As you can see there, that's our drawdown value there, and that lines up nicely with what we've got on our chart. We'll just reduce the view on that so we can see that a bit clearer. So traders, once that bounces back, that basically turns the strategy back on and we're back trading, and you can see there it's made a recovery. Alright traders, we'll have a quick look at our performance stats here on the system. We know that prior to the drawdown it was very consistent, some very big winning trades as well, and more recently obviously 241, 93, 70 last week. A couple of weeks have been very solid, so it's back as it was before. The other key factors here are obviously with our performance stats, 46% win rate, $12,000 overall as profit. Our average trade net profit's 135, so it's tracking along as it should do. So this is exactly what we want. So traders, just going to wrap it up for me. Thanks for your time, and we'll look forward to catching you on the next update. Cheers. Thanks for joining us today, traders. If you'd like to become part of our team in 2014, all you need to do is contact either myself or Luke at info@gmtfutures.com, and we can get you started pretty much straight away. So if you've always wanted to become a professional trader and you want to start using a high performance automated system, then definitely send us an email, info@gmtfutures.com or shane@gmtfutures.com, or you can either give us a call at 61733600875 and we can get you started straight away. So any questions, feel free to send them through. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I look forward to catching you on the next update. Cheers.